I am too. All right, awesome. So we're live. So you can say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Okay, so we're on Facebook Live chat number 17. Oh no, we're not even close to done, everybody. So don't think like, how many of these is she gonna do? I put an APB out to all of my members and I said, hey, experts, do you guys want to use this platform to inspire, motivate, and educate the community of Lead Up for Women and anybody that's out there listening? So we're trying to get this reach as far as we can during this pandemic and in this unprecedented time that we're in, so that we can help people feel more certainty. And they said, yeah, and everyone was stepping up to the plate. So we've got a whole nother week of this. I'm going all the way through the end of next week. And so I just keep getting members booking on my schedule every day. So they're just pop-up Facebook Lives that we do several times a day. And I bring experts like Debi Corrie, who's with me today, forward. And trust me, you're gonna wanna listen to this one because it's all about money, 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 right?
Yes, and we all know everybody needs cash to run their business, right?
Cash is king.
That's right.
Absolutely. So what I'm excited about today, and for those of you that have already seen my massive posts on LinkedIn, I have posts on Facebook, I have posts on Instagram, I have not posted to Twitter, that'll be today. And I sent personal emails out to several people, as well as my own entire family. And I'm putting a post in our newsletter tomorrow morning. Debi has graciously offered to run a webinar for taking the CARE Act plan and with what's going on with COVID-19 and putting it in layman's terms that we can understand. I'm not a financial analyst, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to apply for, what money is available, what do I qualify for as a small business? And there's every day information is being pumped out on what's available, but I think it's kind of overload. So Debi, you're like that. I'm going to call you the light leader holding the lamp of money, because I think you're all light leaders in this dark time. And I really believe you're holding the lamp of money and of gaining clarity of this financial kind of conundrum that we're in, to help everyone understand what do I do? What are my
I think the programs, the first and most important thing to understand is there are a lot of programs out there for businesses under 500 employees. And for the first time, for sole proprietors, sole entrepreneurs, and self-employed people. And typically the self-employed and sole entrepreneurs get left out of the picture when something big happens. And our government has made sure that they have got programs in place to help small business. So I think the biggest mistake I'm seeing business owners make right now, and I've been reaching out to my network, is thinking that they won't qualify. My advice is get in an application and let the government tell you you don't qualify. You may be very surprised about what money that you can get from the government, either as a deferred loan or as a grant.
Yeah, I saw a lot of grants floating around there. In fact, if you've even started, I learned the other day, and this will be for the webinar. So this is all going to lead up to the webinar. You have to do the webinar. And then what I'm hoping, Debi, that you're able to do is record the webinar. And
I'm going to record the webinar, and then it will be available to be released to people. Good. Because I know there's so much going on that not everybody's going to have a chance to do that at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Right. So I will take that recorded webinar, even though I'm attending live. I will take that and I will also push that out to my community through social media, through newsletters, so that everybody has the opportunity to go and see it. This is free education for you to go out and learn, but with somebody that's a specialist like Debi, who knows how to break this down, because she told me, oh, I've been watching the news every day. I'm glued to the TV. I'm glued to learning and I was like, I feel so sorry for you, because I would not want to be glued to the TV and hear all that. But She's smiling. She's so like, you're in such great spirits because a lot of what's coming to us, I think people see that as not good
Well,
news,
and
right?
my advice is, so, this is an unusual time. Everybody knows it, right? But I think what we're doing is we're letting fear run our lives instead of
Yeah.
thinking about the possibilities that are ahead. And
Mhm.
so these government programs that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, they're put in place so people can get over that fear and know they're going to be taken care of one way or another, right? And that
Mhm.
we're going to all get through this crisis together and be smarter and leaner and take the lessons we've learned and make those opportunities in the coming months. And I think that's really super important to keep concentrated on.
Yes, absolutely. And for any of you out there, I was just talking with Veronica Vargas with Shabu Prince before I got on with you. And we
Mhm.
were talking a little bit about your webinar and money. And I said, even if a business doesn't think they need the money, if there's a $10,000 grant out there that you qualify for, any business can use extra money for marketing.
Exactly.
Any
Exactly.
business can use extra money for marketing and or save it for a rainy day. Like you never know,
Right.
it helps us reevaluate,
Exactly.
right?
So if the government's going to give you up to a $10,000 grant, why wouldn't you fill out the paperwork to see if you qualify and could get that grant? Because you don't have to spend it. You can put it away for a rainy day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about having the availability of $10,000 that you didn't have before and what you could do with that in your business. I mean, and I'm going to talk about that some more tomorrow.
Good, great. And I know there's opportunities for unemployment that's actually never been, there's some opportunities for contract workers, gig workers,
There
uh,
are. So,
self-employment.
so traditionally, if you're self-employed or a contract worker, you are ineligible for unemployment if you worked on your own and you were your own business. The federal government has opened up unemployment to all self-employed individuals and contractors, which is huge. And a lot of people in that market don't understand they may have benefits available to them. So one of the things that's going on right now is the states haven't kept up with everything the federal government has announced. So call your state unemployment office and get the information you need on how you can apply.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I know that no one likes to sit down and go through a bunch of paperwork, but I do believe that, like you had said, the panic and the fear is coming from a financial burden mindset, right?
Right,
So that
right,
scarcity of, am I going to be able to pay my bills next month? Am I going to be able to pay
right.
them this month in April? And like I said, for those of you that feel that way, this is a great webinar. And Debi is an amazing expert and a connection for you to help dissect all of the information based on exactly what your needs are. So I recommend to anyone who's watching this Facebook live chat now or at a later time, or if you know anybody who owns a small business, please share this with them, forward, put it on your page. This to me is one of the most important topics that we need to be discussing about today. Why do you think that the government has spent hours and hours and hours building
Right,
packages? Because
right,
they know that the economy needs it. And so educating yourself through this and understanding what applies to you is so crucial. And then when Debi told me she was going to do this, I was like, I'm going. Everybody I know is going. I'm just blasting this out to everybody because it's crucial that someone who's not in the financial sector like me, and I don't really understand some of the laws that are available out there, that I'm being taught what is available for me, and you
right,
breaking that down.
right. And I think the most important thing to remember is that this time is unprecedented. And so, you may think you don't need something. Who cares whether you need it or not? It's available. And so, opportunity isn't
Yeah.
going to come around twice.
Yeah.
And so, you should apply immediately so that these programs are still available to you
Yeah.
because there's only so much money in the pot. So you've got to make sure that you get in line to get this opportunity.
Yeah. And so I'm glad that you were urgent with getting this webinar together so quickly and getting it out. And it's been my pleasure to push it out to everybody I know and ask them to push it out to everybody they know. And then once we get the recorded, of course, I will actually, if I can get it, I'll download it and upload it onto Facebook as well and get it out into my community through a newsletter.
Yeah.
However we can do it that is the right way for you, for us to continue sharing the information.
Right. And the point of this webinar is to help people figure out which programs they can use. It's not to drone on and on in detail. The SBA has made the paperwork incredibly easy to fill out so that people can take advantage of these programs. So you may have heard some really scary things about the SBA and paperwork. These loans aren't like that at all, I promise.
Yeah. Yeah, the actual, the scary things that you're talking about are true. I was in franchising for 17 years, and it's like a packet, that you have to fill out for the SBA. And I can tell you, my husband was on that site the other day, and it's so easy. And because they want to take care of paperwork later. So they want to get the money to you and worry about paperwork later. So I do appreciate what's happening right now. So you made a very good point, and I want to bring that up, which is Debbie is going to dissect the information for us. Then what I recommend that people do is either take that information that, if you have a financial analyst that you work with, they should already be reaching out to you. But if they're not, take that information to your financial analyst and walk through exactly what you need to do and take action immediately, which means take action tomorrow, right after the webinar, right away.
Because there is a certain order to the paperwork process that's important for people to understand, which is another important piece of this information. So, I want to make sure that everybody understands the funds that are available to them, things they can do with their banker today besides these two programs. There's some other things that you can do, and make sure that you are talking to either your banker or your CPA, not necessarily your tax accountant, because you're going to want to show that you're a profitable business. Okay. And we all know our tax books and our GAAP books they're not always the same, right? We want to show less money on taxes and more money, when we go to the bank. So it's important that you're talking to the right people and you put the right information into those forms. So hopefully I can help you guys navigate that tomorrow.
Yes. And Debbie, I know that Debbie's offering her services after the webinar. She is, is your title a financial analyst?
So I am actually a partner and a business owner of a firm called B2B CFO. There's 200 of us across the United States. And all we do is strategy, and we help businesses get cash and get loans. So this is right up our alley.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you don't have a financial strategist, Debbie loves money. And so
who wouldn't want more money out of their business, right?
Yes. And so she wants to help you make more money and get more money out of your business. So her services are also available, especially if you don't already have a financial analyst or strategist. Financial strategist. All about the strategy, right?
It's all about the strategy.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, Debbie, can you think of any? Oh, you know what we haven't shared? Let's go ahead and share. It's tomorrow on Thursday, April 2nd.
At 1 p.m. And then
1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Right. And it's been posted on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I didn't do Instagram yet, but it's pretty much all over the place. And if you Google my name, Debi, Debi Corrie, Corrie, you should be able to find it on the platform and register.
Yes, it's very easy. I clicked on it. It's a Zoom registration. I got a confirmation email. It saved it right to my calendar. So very, very easy to register. I hope your platform is able to hold hundreds of people, because I have a feeling hundreds will be there.
I hope so. So, I want to get out as much information as possible. And my firm is offering free cash consultations to business owners. I wanted to make sure that people know that today.
Oh.
So we did a public announcement. We help, owners in times of crisis. So we're offering a free session to business owners.
Oh, I love that. That is so awesome. Will you put
Yep.
your information in the comment section of how people can reach out to you through your website?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like I've never been so excited to talk about money than I am now. Because
money is not evil. Money is good. Money is what keeps our businesses running. And it's really important that we get all the resources that are available to us.
Yes, it's so important. So if you don't know what's happening or you think you're fine and you don't need to borrow any money, remember, it's not always about borrowing money. There is many, many, many opportunities that are sitting there right now. The money and the cash is on the table for qualifying for grants that you do not have to pay back. So, and I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, there's
just had an eyelash or something drop in my eye. That's why
I'm
making crazy eyes.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
There we go. That's better.
Oh, good. You got it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, good. And there's so many other areas that I just want to bring up for anyone watching this video. I just lost you on video, just so you know. There you go. You're back. For anyone watching this video, I wanted to let you know as well that, I've received emails from Google AdWords, from Google Hangouts, from Zoom, from my credit union. Like, they're actually, people are reaching out and being proactive, and they're giving away services for free, so I know Google Hangouts is giving away services for free for you to be able to do conference calls. Google AdWords is giving money. I know Facebook ads is there's money available. So this is the time in your business where, remember when you used to complain, I don't have the money to market, or that costs too much to market? Like, now's the time for you to snag some of these dollars that are available to you, whether you think you need them or not, and utilize it. I even had my credit union reach out to me and offer for me to skip a payment, with no penalty, no interest. They're just being proactive. And don't just not pay your bills. If you're struggling financially right now,
talk to your banker and your creditors before there's an issue. They will work with you, but don't be late and then try to make accommodations. Do it before you're late. That's what I always tell people. Reach out and tell them you need some help.
Yeah. So be proactive and take control. Take your control back of your company and make sure that you are being proactive and talking to those people that you need to. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here with us. Debbie, was there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, but thank you so much, Colleen, for letting me come on your Facebook Live. I really appreciate it. I hope we get a bunch of people to sign up for the webinar, because I want to make sure people understand what's out there. And there's so many people that qualify for these programs that don't understand that they do.
Yeah.
So it's important we get the word out and get people applying so they can get their money.
I love it. Thank you for helping so many people and being there at a time when, it's a lot of people. It's just a lot of chatter and they don't understand it. It's a complete different language. So thank you for dissecting that and putting it into English in what we can understand as well. So I really appreciate that. And go Chiefs. Is that right?
You betcha.
Yes. Go Chiefs. She's a big Chiefs.
That's right. I'm so excited they won the Super Bowl. I can't stand it.
I know, it's just crazy. All right, well, you guys will find her tomorrow on the webinar, so make sure you go below and you click on the link and get registered for the webinar. I'll have all the description information for you to be able to find Debbie as well. So Debbie, thank you again so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Great to see everybody.
It was. Thanks.